FC. What is up, internet? I am FC here at Drippy Whips, and today I want to talk about something that not a lot of people talk about when it comes to their Triumph Tridents 21 Plus. And that is going to be this bike's fuel economy. So I use my bike mainly as a commuter with a few spirited spurts here and there whenever I decide to go to work. So let me give you some backstory about me and my bike, okay? Okay, so I am a 210-pound, 6-foot male with a 2022 Triumph Trident with some tasteful mods. I have a Zard Racing exhaust with D&K tune and filter exchange. I also carry some luggage on my back. So if you add my back, it's about an extra 10 pounds on my back as well for my bag. I mean, extra spare of clothes, work stuff, shoes, whatnot, all that good stuff. And so my fuel economy for riding, which is about 300 to 350 miles a week in the Great PNW, mainly on I-5, is not terrible. So if you were to go online and Google what the fuel economy for these bikes are, you're going to get a bunch of different numbers ranging in between 150 to 250, which is, in my opinion, absolutely egregious for fuel economy. Right. But for me, those numbers are actually not bad. I actually get about 150 miles per fuel tank riding 60 miles a day. I can usually ride about 3 days before I actually have to fuel up, which is not bad. As long as I maintain a certain speed in between 70 and 80, I am able to get that fuel economy. But as soon as I start, twisting the throttle and doing the 80 plus, obviously that fuel economy goes down. But sometimes the bike likes to be ridden at 80 miles per hour. It just holds it very well, and it's not bad. Under real world conditions, Triumph probably wants their average rider to be right there about like 160 to 80 pounds, and they're going to be probably riding more urban style. This bike looks like an urban bike, but I ride mine on the highway all the time. And so, yeah. Under real world conditions, you have to think about if you're going to be having saddlebags on your bike, how big your windscreen is going to be if you have one at all. It's a naked bike, so obviously you're going to pellet with wind. If you know anything about motorcycles, if you tuck in, you get low to your bike, your fuel consumption is a little bit better. Your overall movement is better in general as well too. But as soon as you start adding those things to the equation, weight plays a role. You're going to start losing fuel economy. Now, I know I said earlier that I do have a couple of tasteful mods on my bike. D&K rates that the tune, exhaust, air filter, all that stuff shouldn't really impact your fuel economy by that much. They said anywhere between 2 to 5 miles, which is not bad at all. That's not anything I would care about at all. So if you're someone who is super nitpicky on exact numbers, don't even think about it, because it's not worth your time. It's not worth my time. And so just riding is riding, I filled up just a couple of days ago, and you see I have 89 miles on my tachometer, and I'm just sitting right now at a half tank. I'm probably sure I could throw another 60 to 70 miles on, as long as I'm not hauling ass onto the bike, just because I want to make sure I can get the best possible fuel economy during my everyday commute of 60 miles a day. And so we're going to figure it out sooner or later. Another reason why my numbers aren't matching up entirely right now is because I had to ride to get gas, which took up 7 miles out of the 30 one way. And so my numbers are not proper. But other than that, this thing is a delight for a commuter. Now, if I want to talk about ride quality, if you're someone who is 200 pounds like me, you're going to want to adjust the preload on the rear shock to maximum. That's what Triumph says. That's what the manual says based off of weight. And it should give you a better ride quality overall versus keeping it on 6 or 7. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're riding, when you're doing your adjustments. The front forks aren't adjustable, so don't even think about it unless you do some heavy modifications, which would turn into you spending thousands of dollars you probably don't want to do. But yeah, overall ride quality, overall fuel economy is not bad. So I'm coming from riding in a 2019 F-150 that I used to drive every day back and forth to work. I was spending upwards between 120 to 150 a week on fuel versus this thing where, you know, like I said, 300, 350 miles a week. I'm putting in anywhere between $20 to $30 based off of how free-spirited I want to be on my ride, on my commute. Because luckily here in the PNW, I am allowed to take other routes on my way home, which is really cool. I like that. So there's this one route called Marine View Drive that I like to take as well. How about the homies? Help them out, help them out. Everything okay? Everything okay? Okay, I thought he was hurting. We're good though. Okay. Take care of yours. He had his four ways on. Make sure he's good. He's good. So I lost track of all train of thought because of that. Where was I at? Fuel economy. Trident. It's excellent. 150 to 170 miles if you're 200 pounds and no baggage on your side. Yes, sir. It's a good bike. I enjoy it. Very nimble, easy to handle. Oh my God. I lost train of thought entirely. But yeah, like I said earlier, take care of your own out here. We are all brothers in arms when we come to riding. Make sure everyone is doing good. He had his four ways on, so I was curious. Make sure you always stop and check on your people, because people don't check on us except for us. Yeah. Cool, he's good. Just had to double check on him. That's why I stopped. He had a really cool helmet, I ain't gonna lie. My helmet's cool, but he had a, what's it called, a Scorpion helmet? Yeah, I think a Scorpion XL helmet, the one that's modular where the faceplate can pull out. But yeah. But other than that, to get back on topic, back on subject, the Triumph Trident is an excellent bike. It's a lot of fun to ride. It has good fuel economy. Like I said, 100 to 150 miles. I said that backwards. 150 to 175 miles for a tank. The lowest I've gotten it down to was 3.5. Only had about 2 liters left, which was really scraping it. I was on the freeway going to work, and I was like, oh shit, I need fuel. But I made it, and the tachometer said that I had a lot more pushing power. So like if I were to go take a peek at it, what it says right now, what it do? It says I have 78 miles left, which means I have enough fuel to get to work and back if I really wanted to push it to that limit. I'm not going to, because obviously I don't want to get stranded on the side of the freeway without any fuel. So when I get to work tomorrow, I'll fill up and I'll make my way home safely afterwards. But yeah, it's not bad, 72 miles. I can easily make it to work and back, as long as I'm not gunning it, As much as I would love to be on the throttle, because the bike sounds amazing. I'm rocking the Zard's racing exhaust, which is different from the low-level Zard exhaust. This one's louder without the DV deafener, it sounds good, and all that other junk. But yeah, I'm sorry, I got so off track that I forgot what I was talking about when it comes to the bike economy, and I forgot where I was at. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All I wanted to say about this motorcycle, about the Triumph Trident 660. I'm probably sure that fuel economy is probably going to be the same across the board when it comes to 2021 models. If you get the actual full release 660 versus the Lars version, I'm probably sure your fuel economy is going to be exactly the same. So maybe it might be a couple miles difference, but that's never a big deal. A couple miles, just a couple miles, but yeah. Other than that, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions on this motorcycle. If you're someone who's thinking about picking one of these bastards up, let me know down below in the comments. But please, I am FC here at Drippy Whips. Rate, comment, subscribe. Big Bird out.